Right, hopefully I'm live and it's all working. My hay fever's really bad today, the pollen levels are quite high. So if I sound really snorty and that, I apologise in advance, but there's not much I can do about that. The pollen levels are quite high. Let me just pause that, I was just checking it was working on the thing. Play some more of this just because it's quite fun to play. And right, let's put that down there, yeah, and then it's not as visible on the screen. If I can still read your messages. So, hopefully I won't get any crashes, because some of the workshop stuff breaks the game on, don't know if I've done Battle of Saigon yet. So let's try that as, last team standing. Bots on normal. Max amount of bots on. And start and see what this is like. So yeah, I'm quite stuffed up because yeah, the pollen levels are quite high today. Yeah, hopefully we get some people on. And I did also, for anybody interested, link my eBay page, or like the family eBay page, where any surplus I sell I'll list on there. I have mentioned it before, but I thought I'd mention it, you know, on here, just so, you know, if people are actually interested, they know it's there. So at the moment I've just got a gas mask and a DB5 listed. Right, hopefully it doesn't crash here, because the problem with this game is I found if you install workshop maps on Linux, it causes issue, and I think it's crashed now. So yeah, I'm going to have to kill the game, that's annoying, and restart it. So yeah, why it's doing this is because I'm running, so let's try the Linux kill command. Control delete or Control Shift escape. Oh, yeah, she knows it's broken anyway, there we go. But yeah, I need to go to, what's annoying, because like I said, it's like, even if you're not playing the workshop maps, it breaks the game, because like for some reason, it's like how it mounts them or something. I wonder if I can just unmount them rather than unsubscribing from them, because I want them downloaded from the workshop, because of the fact that, so yeah, let's just try unticking them rather than deleting them. Because again, the maps themselves work, but by having the workshop downloads on, it breaks the game. As in, if you put the maps in the maps file manually, they work, but then they won't also show up in the game's directory. But if you've got the workshop thing installed, they show up in the directory. But then, again, I think this is a Linux problem rather than a Windows one. But right, so let's untick those and try again, see if that works. Oh. Alright, your message hasn't shown up on my main screen. Oh, it's because I got it too low. So what is this game? It's called Conflict Vietnam, or something, Military Conflict Vietnam. So it's got both a Killing Floor sort of rip-off zombies mode in it, and it's got a sort of general, like, PvP, PvE sort of mode where you can do bots. But the reason I quite like it is it's very, very sort of autistically into the uniforms of Vietnam and the guns, so everything sort of works. So let's see if that works now. So I just want to create a game and test it again. So let's do last team standing again, put the max number of bots on, have them on normal. Again, I don't think I've done Battle of Saigon yet. I've noticed a lot of the maps in this are like rip-offs of maps from other games, as in like ones from various Call of Duties or like, you know, other games. So some of the maps, for example, are like ones from Black Ops, you know, that are just like reskinned and that, but they're essentially Black Ops maps. But that's fine, because you know the map layout quite easily. Yeah, again, Jamal, I think we all are if you enjoy stuff like this. Yeah, I'm Asperger's, but yeah, again. But this game is very, very good for attention to detail, to all like the proper guns in the Vietnam War, and you know, so you don't just get M16s and AKs. You know, it's got let's play Kong again. shall we go with the VZ58 again? I like the VZ58. I wonder if this is a rip-off of the Cuba map from Black Ops, or if it's actually different. But like I said, a lot of the maps are like Black Ops rip-offs sort of thing. I've got on auto good. Oh, it's just a warm-up bit at the moment, isn't it? What's VW Militaria? I assume you don't mean Volkswagen. I assume you mean something else. Oh, Vietnam War. I've only got a bit. I basically have some Chi-Com stuff, a couple of Chinese Type 65 gas masks, which is also in this game, and like a Viet Cong pith helmet. Yeah, I'll show it out in a minute then, Jamal. But I don't really like it with a scope on it. I'll try it without the scope, but the scopes I don't really like in this because they're like low zoom but quite bulky scopes, so they just take up a lot of the screen for a bit shit zoom. Might set this to semi because fire rate is so high. It's great, but it's quite hard to control the recoil. And yeah, notice as soon as I stop the workshop mods, it's immediately working properly again in this game. Where'd that yank go? I think he's actually South Vietnamese, judging by his voice. Right, so let's change that to a Sturmgewehr then. So let's change it to one without the little optic on. Yeah, so it's just like a normal rifle. It's probably just going to behave very similarly to the AK, because they're very similar rifles in terms of design and cartridge. And again, the AK isn't actually a Sturmgewehr rip-off if you know the history of the guns, but they are quite similar in design sort of choices. I had a semi, didn't I? Oops. Medic, please heal me if there's a medic. Yeah, I mean, at least the Vietnamese got rid of Pol Pot, because obviously he was Cambodian and he's one of the most evil cunts in history. So at least he made the mistake of trying to kidnap Vietnamese civilians, you know, and that ended up very badly for him. Because again, Vietnam beat America, beat China, beat Cambodia. Vietnam's quite a nice country today, apparently. Again, it's one of those countries I do want to go to at some point. But, yeah, again, it was a war America should have never gone into. You know, like, all the countries involved should never have gone into it. In hindsight, we know that. But, you know, again, like I said, apologies if I'm really sniffy today. My hay fever is really, really bad today. The pollen is quite high. And at the moment, Kia's got all of his ministers quitting, so it's not going to be long till he's ousted now. He's trying to cling on. Like I said, he's a turd that won't flush, but, this is also a bit like another one of the COD maps, but I can't think... Oh, I'm dead. At least I can take control of the AIs on this game mode. What's this guy got? A PK with a belt. Alright, Rich. So yeah, this is probably a rip-off of a COD map, because like I said, most of the maps in this are COD map rip-offs, or like old Counter-Strike or other game rip-offs, but not that I mind, because it's just, you know, a Vietnam-themed version of those games. And again, it's weird that this is running on Source Engine, but obviously a very detailed version. Right, I won't use the Sturmgewehr again. I'll try something else. Should we try the French Maz 49 in semi? So I can't get the flowers of the Vietnamese. Sounds a bit racist, but yeah, I can kind of understand why they don't want to go to, you know, they wouldn't want them there. But you know, like I said, I don't blame people based on where they come from, as you probably know. It's, you know, how they act. Because again, there's lots of Jewish people that aren't, you know, fans of what the Israeli government does, and vice versa. Right. Let's get those frags off. Oh, I've been fragged a bit. Oh, this guy's got the fucking crossbow. Okay. I haven't even used this yet. Great. Okay, crossbow. Bring a crossbow to a gunfight. What could go wrong? Okay, so it just does stupid damage, a crossbow. So he got a Bren gun. He's got a Bren gun! Right, let's use the Bren gun. Right, bipod out. Load up! Oh, we somehow won that, okay. Yeah, again, like I said, Vietnam's an interesting war. I just think it was a really bad war. Why am I still prone? Oh, am I just really short? Oh, yeah, I'm really short, aren't I? Because I'm Vietnamese. That's why. Okay, never mind. Why is my crouch button not working? That's annoying. Yeah, oh, so it's working there. So like I'm going to then stand fully up. Why am I stuck in a crouch thing? Yeah, why am I stuck in crouch? Why wouldn't it stand fully up? That's weird. No, I didn't want to throw my gun away. It's a weird charging handle though. Again, it's actually Czechoslovakian technically. But it's a British, like, slightly modified Czechoslovakian gun. We bought the rights from Bruno prior to World War II, and then made them under license. So the BR in Bren stands for Bruno, which was the Czech company that designed the gun, and the EN at the end is Enfield, the arms factory that made it. Let's try another gun. Well, Type 63 is nice. That's a Chinese SKS with removable mags. What's that about, Jacob? What's going on in Poland, or are you quoting something from history? Put this on auto, why not? Oh shit. Yeah, exactly, Jamal. You don't choose. It's like a disability, isn't it? You don't choose to be born your skin colour or whatever. It's not something you can control, so it's a horrible thing to be mean to somebody about it. Again, your actions, you know, like groups you support based on what they think, is completely your choice. But yeah, you don't get a choice in who you are, where you're born. Yeah, I reckon this might be the Havana map from Black Ops, but I'm not sure. Is that a Yank down there? Yeah. Right. Where's the last of the Americans? But who are you quoting then, Jacob? I'm interested. Who are you quoting? I'm just wondering why I can't stand up all of a sudden, when normally I can stand up fine in this game, but for whatever reason I'm just running around crouched. So yeah, I don't know why that is. I'll have to figure that out when this game ends, why I'm stuck in a crouch pose. See, everybody else is standing up. Is the key's broken for some reason, or is it because... let me alt-tab back into the game, just in case... No? Okay. So, yeah, because why am I only going... Is it, like, broken control for crouch? Let's have a look. Yeah, keyboard and mouse... Duck, control... Yeah, it's still control. Don't know why that's broken, that's quite annoying. Yeah, control key isn't working for any reason. Anything I can get my hands on, Elron, but the problem is getting your hands on it for a good price. Like I said, at the moment I'm now selling stuff off rather than buying it, but right, where's the last bastard? I'm also wondering why control isn't working, so I might restart the game. So I've not had this issue before. I've got my Ostkraut helmet on, because I love me East German M56, simple as. Alright, so let's quit the game a minute and see if I can figure out why, let's make that chat a bit smaller as well. Why... You can put that back there again. Yeah, although the problem with the M16 was actually that the US Ordnance Board sabotaged it. So the US is the M16 is a really, really well-designed gun. Don't get me wrong. But the problem was that because the Americans, like the Ordnance Board, wanted the M14 rather than the M16, basically they sabotaged the M16 by giving it really shit like powder load cartridges and things like that and not issuing cleaning kits. So the weird thing with the M16 is the M16 is a good gun, but the Americans actually killed their own soldiers sabotaging it on purpose because like certain capitalist interests weren't interested in Eugene Stoner's design. But again, I personally like ARs. I just think it's a shame now everybody uses ARs. I don't know about how they sabotage the 1911. I don't know about that one. But right, Ho Chi Minh Trail is definitely a Black Ops map. I'll show you that now. It's that jungle Black Ops map. So let's just do that on last team standing again. See if control works this time. But yeah, like I said, Vietnam is a really stupid war. Right, let's play Americans this time. M2 carbine, because it's... Oh, right, crouch is working now. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't working. I had to restart the game, but there we go. So let's put the M2 on fully auto. I always put an Australian as my guy, rather than a Yank. Because you can play as South Vietnamese, Australian or American in this, because it's the actual sides in Vietnam. warm up at the moment, isn't it? So it doesn't matter.
Throwing gas grenade. Cover me, I'm reloading.
Yeah, it's quite rare games have M2 carbines in them, because the M2 carbine is the M1 carbine with a fire selector, and in this it also has the 30 round mags, not the old 15 round mags the M1 had. I love the look of the M16A1 with the like triangular handguard, but yeah, I know it's like considered the most obsolete M16, but still. Because at least the A1 had the chrome barrel and whatever it is that wasn't in the original M16 or XM, whatever it was called. Oh, that was a good stomp, that was. But yeah, there's loads of really cool stuff the Thais have when I was looking at like the old shit they have mixed with the modern shit when they were fighting Cambodia recently. You know, with like all of like the modern Chinese tanks they've got and like old British Scorpions and like M60 patterns and whatever. Oh shit, there's a lot of them.
Grenade!
Can't see shit. Right, I'll double check the name for you. It's like something Conflict Vietnam. It's Source Engine, like Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike. So it's Military Conflict Vietnam. I bought it because it has a zombies mode in it, but this is quite fun. Most of the maps are rip-off of COD maps, funnily enough. This is a rip-off of a Black Ops map. But the reason I like it, Jay, is because it's got loads of, like the guns are really, really good in it. As in, you know, there's like 300 guns in it. Like pretty much every gun used in the Vietnam War. So like all the M16 variants, all of the Aussie guns, all of the South Vietnamese guns, all of like the various commie guns given to the North Vietnamese. So again, it's got my beloved Polish machine pistol in it, the PM63, which is barely in any games other than Black Ops 1 and Black Ops Cold War. Oh, I'm the last one alive. Shit. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. I got fucking killed. I'll show you the zombies mode in a minute, but yeah, oh shit, that was a grenade, wasn't it? Oh, I've been fucking fragged, nearly dead. And apologies in advance if Keir Starmer gets kicked out while I'm streaming and I don't know about it because I'm streaming. Again, M2 carbines are very controllable on recoil. And he's got that knockoff MP40 I've got deactivated, the Yugo M56. The gooks are handing us our asses. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't use that word, should I? Because that's, you know, actually racially offensive, I guess, but I only use it because of how many fucking American films I've seen when I go, you know, use the word.
Enemy fire!
Have you got the Beretta? Yeah, cool, the little weird Beretta SMG. I saw one of these deactivated a while ago, but I didn't buy it because it's quite expensive compared to how much money I've actually got. It's how many players are still alive on your team. Yeah, Charlie and Viet Cong, yeah.
Thank you.
So, because I'm doing team elimination, it's where basically... Yeah, it's when a team gets wiped, that's when you lose. It's like classic Counter-Strike, basically. Yeah, dink is the other one that the Aussies used, I think. I think dink's an Aussie word for them. The dinks.
Fire in the hole! Target neutralized.
I switched it to semi by mistake. Oops, there we go. Go back to full here. I'll get the firing range up with all the guns once this game ends to show you, like all the guns you can use. Because like I said, there's 300 guns in this game. It's quite insane.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Here's one. Missed.
Enemy down.
I don't actually know anything about it, in all honesty. The only, like I said, the only nation I know about in the Vietnam War, you know, nearby is Cambodia because of all the Pol Pot stuff later on. But I don't actually know anything about. Yeah. So again, it's just because I'm, like you said, if it's not really in the public sphere of information, it probably just gets forgotten. Yeah, Haji's like a terrorist, isn't it? Yeah. Again, you called us limeys back in the day, and again, I just find that a weird insult because eating limes meant the sailors didn't get a scurvy, so it made sense.
Mag out.
But yeah, they always use them, but again, it's just not nice to use them. Because again, like I said, I have nothing against the people in these countries. Because like I said, most of the point, we shouldn't have been at war with each other, you know, it's a stupid thing done by politicians most of the time. Yeah, Kraut, Jerry, Fritz. The Hun, yeah. Yeah, Al Brown Streak said it just as I said it. The Huns, yes. The Hun in the sun.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, red coats, but that's just because of the colour of the uniform. Lobster back, I think, is another one, isn't it, for red coat? But yeah, I mean, Limey is the main one. I know used against us. And you're Yanks, or Billy Yank. Yankee. Again, some of the Confederate terms are the same as the British ones.
Grenade.
Oh shit. That was a shit throw.
Releasing gas
Our
grenade.
scouts have detected enemy movement.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Isn't Doughboys World War One American soldiers? As I thought it's Tommies, Jerry's and Doughboys for the sort of
Fire in the hole.
Brits, Americans and Germans.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Right, I'm just going AFK a minute. I'll be back in a moment. If our team dies, they die.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement. Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Right, back. Oh, sorry, I moved the mic. Yeah, I haven't listed the PH hood again. Again, I might try and find a way of PMing you before I put it on eBay if I put the PH hood up for sale. Yeah, exactly. They ate loads. Oh, the last one alive, am I? Yeah, they ate loads of limes because citrus stops you getting scurvy because of the vitamin D in it, or whatever it is. So again, it's a sensible thing to eat lots of limes and, you know, citrus and whatever. Oh, they're already capturing a point. I'm going to have to rush then, aren't I?
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Ah, vitamin C, is it? Yeah. For us, it was always Yanks in my family. It was just always the Yanks. But yeah. The Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming. Do 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 do. Over there. Which is also the Go Compare insurance song for anybody that didn't know.
Reloading.
Our scouts have detected enemy.
Oh, you get the Montanard crossbow in this, but yeah, I don't know really anything about the Montanards other than that there's a line in Napalm Sticks to Kids about them, you know, being indiscriminately blown up, the same as the Vietnamese. Is it Montanards around the fire, Napalm makes that fire higher, Napalm Sticks to Kids, the line. Ah, interesting, I didn't know that, but yeah. But again, it's like that weird thing, isn't it? There's lots of strong smelling things. It's like garlic, right? So, garlic and onions, like you know, the French are famous for stinking of. They're famous for basically getting rid of parasites. If you didn't know that. So, like, if you oh, I'm killed. But basically, yeah, if you basically, yeah, so onions and garlic are really good at killing things like tapeworms and stuff like that in your stomach. The A1's quite nice if this is the A1 I've got at the moment. I mean, it's got the A1 handguard, but I don't know if it's a proper A1. I'm dead now, so I don't know. He's got a Sterling. He's got a semi. Oops, I'm dead. This guy's got a knowing gun? Or is, no, it's not a knowing gun, it's something else. The F1, okay. There's one Yank left. I'm not going to use a... Oh, Wow Rod and Garand were awful combination of guns. I mean, the Garand isn't bad, but I don't like the fact it's scoped. Right, where are you, bastard? Oh, okay, there we go.
Light 'em up.
Okay, so it's probably similar, isn't it, to like the Kurds in some of the Arabic countries and things like that, where, yeah, because they're sort of culturally different. Yeah, and a bit like recruiting the Irish against the British, I guess. It's a similar sort of thing. But, yeah, because of, you know, like colonialism and stuff like that, certain people who are kind of similar don't like each other because they're distinct enough to, set to fucking semi-auto again. Yep, there's an L1A1. There's a couple of variants. Right, let me go to the menu and show you. So if I exit game, it's got the bitch gun in this Elron, which is great, right? So, the bitch gun. Let's change the loadout. So for assault, we can have standard Aussie L1A1. We can have the SASR L1A1, which is the bitch gun. The like cut down one that's fully automatic with a bigger mag. And I think there's the L2 as well, which is the light machine gun variant. But again, like I really like the L1A1 because it's sorry, SASR, because it's the you know, cut down one. So let's re-put that on there. Let's do Embassy. Last team standing, US Embassy. It doesn't have the folding charging handle like the British L1A1s have, but otherwise it looks pretty well modelled. Again, I don't know if the Aussies had that or not at that time period. No, they're all unlocked from the beginning because it's just designed you make a profile with your like character loadout and then you use it. It's more like Insurgency. This is very similar to Insurgency because it's Source and you know, that sort of game. Like a more tactical, realistic style one. You know, although it's still a bit deathmatchy, it is still I was going to show you after this match, then I'll show you the like tutorial kind of thing with all the weapons on the table, so you can just play about with some of them at a range. Right, we'll let the bots go in first and find out where the enemies are. Let me put the live news reporting on so if Starmer gets ousted, we know. Starmer tells the cabinet, I will get on with governing, even though everybody wants to kick me out. Oh yeah, the lifts work as well. Yeah, it's like classes, so medics can give out healing kits, engineers can, I think they're the anti-tank guys, it's like Battlefield basically. Assault just carries like more grenades than the assault rifles.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
So yeah, Jess Phillips resigns now, even though I think she was a cunt because she said that like the grooming can shit didn't happen or something, or was a right-wing dog whistle. I can't remember if that was her or not, but I know she wasn't taking it seriously.
Fire in the hole. Take cover.
I've got friendly fire turned off, by the way, so I don't need to worry too much about just throwing grenades like a regional.
Yes.
Sorry, exceptional individual. Oh, they're down there.
Changing mag.
Did you bet on one of those? Well, I hope so. I mean, he's probably not going to resign. He's going to have to be kicked out screaming and kicking because he's, like I said, he's the turd that won't flush. He has no honour and decency about him. He behaves like Chernobyl management, but, I do think at least now the end is near for that cunt. Again, I don't know who will replace him and if they're going to be any good, but I just hate him anyway. Like I said, because of how many, freedoms he's eroded in, 1.5 years of being in. Actually, it'll be 2 years in a couple of months, but yeah. Yeah, let me show you a different class then, so you can see the class system. Yeah, it's Source 1, not Source 2, yeah, so it's like Insurgency, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike. Oh, just a joke, but yeah, okay. So yeah, I can have the L2A1 as the heavy gunners. Don't like snipers. Right, let's play a medic. And I like my Sten gun. The Sten's not very good because it's got a slow fire rate, it's very controllable. Oh shit, there's a lot of them coming up.
Enemy down. I got one. Taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading.
It's just got a guy got grease gun, yeah. Sorry, who had the M79? I missed it.
Enemy contact.
Enemy down. I'm reloading.
Yeah, the ragdolls do fly very, very far in this game, so for a little frag grenade, they do go off like a massive HE explosion, but still. Oh, this is the, side stairs, isn't it, this staircase? Ooh.
Reloading.
Oh, shit.
Smoke coming. Target neutralized.
Oh, let me have a look. Well, the M79 grenade launcher or something else. Sorry, I'm being a bit dumb at the moment.
Go.
Choose class. Oh yeah, the M79's the engineer, yeah. I'll use that. There's also the pump action one as well as China Lake. No, they're all the teams, I think. Oh, shit. Wasn't paying attention, I was reading your message. But, they're the main players, aren't they? Like South Vietnam, America, and the Aussies, and the Viet Cong / NVA are the main sort of players in Vietnam. Because again, the French got kicked out of Indochina pretty early on. Let's overtake this guy. Oh, he's got a rising. Okay, it's set to auto. Right, let's go.
Changing mag.
Where's that cunt gone? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll show you the training thing in a minute with all like the guns laid out on the table, so we can just pick them up and play with them on the firing range. This is the M12 Beretta.
Enemy spotted.
Oh.
Positive.
Roger that.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Oh, that didn't quite work as I intended.
Cover me, I'm reloading. Enemy down. Reloading.
Oh shit, there's one there.
I've got one.
Our scouts have detected enemy.
I'm reloading.
Oh, a bar. Far slow. Oh, it's the fire rate adjuster, isn't it?
I'm reloading.
Yep, the doors break as well. So you can like shoot holes in the doors and then break, throw a grenade through the little holes and things like that. Also, the penetration affects walls. So in a building like this, if you're using a 7.62 rifle, it will shoot through the walls, whereas like a 9mm won't. So it's got quite cool like ballistics in that regard.
Changing mag. Changing mag.
Our scouts have detected enemy.
I switched to semi again. Whoops.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Right, last round. Assuming we win. Let's do that same strategy again of just chucking the Right, is B the small staircase and A the main one? Yep. So we want staircase A.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
I think most of them go in B. Oh shit.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Just break my legs casually. I'll reply to you in a minute, sorry Kirk.
And ammo.
And what country are you in out of interest? Just because I'm kind of interested in who would say East Germany is better than West Germany. But we can have a proper discussion about it, because there are differences that...
Cover me, I'm reloading. I'm reloading. Cover me, I'm reloading. Changing mag.
Our scouts have detected
Enemy fire.
Right, it's me versus one other guy. Yeah, exactly. But again, is bits that were good with East Germany. Like, it wasn't all awful, but yeah. It's kind of the same reason the Soviet Union collapsed.
Reloading.
Oh, fuck it, let's get his RPD or whatever it is and just go... RPK. Which floor's Bravo on? Not this one. Oh, draw, because we didn't get to the thing in time. Right, yeah, that was the end of that one. Right, let's do the training thing, just so you can have a look at all the guns. But yeah, so East Germany was one of the better of the, like, commie states in Eastern Europe. But obviously, they built a wall to keep people in and shot people that tried to escape, which is not normally a sign that your country's working well. But East Germany is quite cool in a lot of ways. Like, don't get me wrong. As much as I'm not a communist, I do quite like the aesthetic of East Germany. They had a really, really good anthem. If we're judging them on anthem, East Germany is better than West Germany. The East German anthem is like one of the best anthems ever. Germany from the Ruin, Deutschland from the Ruins. It's really, really good. But yeah, in terms of your liberties, you know, the East Germans are not that good. Alright, so there we go, there's the firing range of all the guns. Probably not ASUS because Russia is so crippled from Ukraine that I don't think they're in any position to try anything.
Reloading.
Yeah, the Stasi were not very nice people. Yeah, there's both the Dushka and the M2 in this.
Changing mag.
Yeah, I know quite a bit about Pinochet. Again, not that I'm from your country and I don't want to educate you on your own country, because obviously I'd be wrong about it. But yeah, obviously Pinochet was the Western-sponsored guy, and I'm trying to remember the name of the bloke he replaced in the 73, wasn't it? The Chilean sort of coup that the Americans sponsored. Was it Salvador Allende or something like that? Salvador Allende, a guy like with a name like that Pinochet couped. But yeah, this is the thing that, like, again, both extremes on the left and right aren't good because they generally lead to misery. But again, it's like with Spain now, I think, where Franco, you know, through history, again, this is probably going to be really controversial, but I think Franco in Spain was generally a better thing than a worse thing compared to the other fascists in most of Europe. So, like, you had something like Franco in Spain that basically massively recovered their economy, didn't get into World War II, and stuff like that. And yes, he was a dictator, and I'm sure people were disappeared and killed under his regime, but in general, he was probably better than the alternatives. So it's something like that with Pinochet, that it's just because, you know, in an ideal world, everybody has like a really good democracy that functions well. But the problem is, we don't really live in an ideal world, and in a lot of countries, it's a choice between two shit options. But yeah, general helicopter rides. Again, Augusto was an ally of Britain. He helped us in the Falklands War by putting troops on the Argentine border to stop the RGs sending more troops to the Falklands. So, you know, Chile was a friend of us for that reason.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Yeah, exactly, like you're saying, this is the problem, that it's not like you've got a good choice. But this is the problem I think you get now, where people are like, oh no, it's this one thing is the really, really bad choice, and the other one is like the good choice. So yeah, you went from one shit thing to another shit thing, potentially. And probably normal people suffer, not, you know, people who are rich or whatever else. But then, you know, somebody's like, oh, actually, Pinochet was the really bad one. So it's like, yeah, well, like I said with Franco, like with the Spanish Civil War, that you had two shit sides in it, basically. The Republicans, who were awful, and the Nationalists that were awful. But at least the Nationalists were probably less bad in hindsight. Oh, can you use the massive artillery guns, or is that just the prop? I think that's just a prop, sadly. Ooh, Brownie Auto 5, I haven't tried that yet.
Changing mag.
Right, there's 73,000 people watching the BBC Live thing at the moment on, Yeah, also, I'm pretty sure, Jay, that, in certain places the Chileans picked up British, people in the waters to take them back to Chile to then send them back to Britain. Because, like I said, they were basically like a soft allied country.
Reloading.
Because, again, because Chile didn't like Argentina, they'd much rather be on our side in the conflict. You know, and things like that. But again, the Falklands is kind of interesting because, again, like, a lot of people think, oh, it was just because Britain was so great we beat the RGs. And it's like, no, a lot of it was because the Argentine troops were worried about Chile invading. So, you know, like, Pinochet putting all the troops there meant that the Argentines couldn't put all their best troops in the Falklands in case they then got rushed by Chile on the other border. Yeah, that's Operation Black Buck, the one where they had to refuel the Vulcan like 6 or 7 times in flight. I think it was only the first ever bombing run with the Vulcan as well that actually created the airfield on Stanley like they were trying to do. Because most of the ones were completely, you know, misses, because obviously it was before computer-guided, like, bombing systems. But yeah, it was a really... Because there was one where they had to land one of them in Brazil that didn't go well as well. Where, like, you know, it was considered like the Brazilians took the airframe and tried to learn the secrets from it and stuff like that. But again, Vulcans are really cool. It's a shame Vulcans are obsolete now. Because, again, they're similar to B-52s, where they could still be in service if we'd retrofitted them, but Britain's got no money to do it now. But, until, I think, either the Iraq War or Operation... So, you know, the Gulf War, Operation Iraqi Freedom, that was the longest bombing run ever done in history. It was just, I think the B-2 bombers superseded it in one of the Iraqi missions, just because they again couldn't get use of an airbase closer to the front. But yeah, up until one of the Iraq wars, that was the longest bombing run in history. Right, we'll put the zombies mode on in a moment. I'll probably run to the toilet again in just a minute before we start the zombies mode. But yeah, so like I said, there's absolutely loads of guns in this game. Yeah, I think Vulcan, so Vulcan was the main one we were on about. I think Valiant and Victor could also deliver nukes. But I'm not completely sure because, you know, Vulcan was the main one. Because it was, like, lower radar profile and better electronic warfare. Vulcan originally was a gravity bomber for nukes, and then, like, the B-52 switched to being, like, a missile, you know, like, nuclear missile launcher at altitude for extra range. And I think later on some of the smaller jets could carry, like, smaller scale nukes. Right, I'll do that in just a second then, Jay. I'm just going to quit out of this then, and we'll do zombies in a moment. Like I said, it's more killing floor than, like, COD zombies, but it's a similar thing. Right, back in a moment then. Right back. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with, say, like, how they fought nuclear wars would be fought. It's why they basically fought with the A-bomb period. You could win a nuclear war, because the idea was that you had, you know, like, slow bombers dropping smaller scale bombs, so you'd probably shoot down a lot of the bombers before they got through. Yeah, exactly, Jay. There's an interesting thing, I don't know if you know about it, called Operation Sky Shield, which is one of those interesting classified things where Britain and Canada helped to do, like, a fake nuclear attack scenario on the US. Like where, you know, like US, Canadian and British planes flew against other US planes to simulate a Soviet attack on the Americas. And that in the Cold War ended up being really embarrassing because it did turn out that so many of the Soviet planes would have gotten through that, you know, most of the major cities would have been nuked. And again, that's why everything eventually just turned into mutually assured destruction with massive, yeah, like ICBMs and everything else. And obviously nuclear subs and whatever. Right, let's try the plantation map. The prison is probably the easiest one. I've actually beaten the prison with some friends yesterday. Because on the prison one, you can actually, like, get to a section of roof where the enemies can't get up. But let's try the plantation, because that's quite a big, wide open map. So let's put on easy. I'll put the starting cash to full so I can at least get well armed at the very start. Yeah, look up Operation Sky Shield, it's interesting. There was also a Sky Shield 2. And both of them ended in the exact same way, where basically enough of the like American, Canadian, British planes got through the US air defense in simulated attacks that it was really, really embarrassing that, you know, basically they realized that, yeah, they weren't going to win a nuclear war. Again, it doesn't mean the Soviets would have done well either, but it was one of those things that, you know, just did not turn out well. Yeah, exactly. And Sky Shield, I think with Sky Shield as well, it was the Vulcans that had the best, like, kill-death ratio of, like, you know, not getting shot down, getting through the US air defense. Because I think the Vulcan had a really good, like, radar scrambler, plus of its shape made it harder to pick up by radars. And I think it was the highest altitude of all the simulated bombing runs. And again, like, it's very similar with Britain, Jay, like, in terms of how many, like, you know, like, times the Russians violate our airspace and it takes ages for a response. It's, yeah, it's embarrassing, especially, like, say, modern Britain compared to Cold War Britain, or World War II Britain is, yeah, we've got... The Air Force, I think, is the only bit of our military that still functions properly. Like, the Navy's down to, like, 5 ships. You know, there's still F-35s and, like, Typhoons being flown at least by the Air Force. So that's good. But, yeah, in terms of the Land Army and the Navy, it's fucked.
Got something real special for you, GI. Hot and ready, just like me.
Right, shall we start off with a foul? Good old-fashioned foul. L1A1. There we go. Yeah, Sky Shield is really interesting because of the fact that, yeah, it's like meant to be a Vietnamese prostitute, the trader, and it's like the Killing Floor trader equivalent. She doesn't look that Vietnamese, though, if I go run over. She's got big, nice big boobies, but she doesn't look that Asian. I suppose slightly Asian-wise, but yeah. Yeah, it works like Killing Floor. Killing zombies gives you money. You use the money to buy better guns. Each wave gets harder and harder. After wave 15, if you survive, you win. So basically, it's just like a zombie defense mode.
Boys, if you can finish fast, you're gonna be left hanging.
Only 13 zombies in wave 1. I've got a foul, so it shouldn't be very difficult. I know my mum on the day it happened said kamikazes like it was World War II. But, yeah, that, like, the time it happened in the US compared to the UK, it was when I was coming home from school. My mum was like, oh, something really important's happened today. Like, the US got attacked by kamikazes? Or something like that. Because obviously at school they purposely didn't tell us that anything had gone on during that day. Same when the 7/7 bombings happened in London. Because they didn't want any of the kids to freak out if they had, like, relatives in London or whatever, that they thought they might have been blown up.
Changing mag. Cover me, I'm reloading.
And that was the only time NATO Article 5's been declared for America calling the Allies in. Which is again why like people like Vance pissed me off, as you probably know. Where they said like, oh, you know, everybody's a freeloader who didn't help out. Like, a lot of European countries lost a lot of people helping out in Iraq and Afghanistan. I can't remember if it was the Norwegians or the Danes, but they had like the worst percentage of, you know, like troops sent to troops died compared to their population in either Iraq or Afghanistan. I mean, I know Afghan was the first one, 2001, and Iraq was 2003, but they're kind of connected, both those wars. And again, a stupid bit of our history. Really, it's a shame they just couldn't find out where Bin Laden was and slot him early on, when he's been hiding in Pakistan all that time anyway, but...
Looking for a good time, soldier? Make sure you bring your wallet.
£5,000, what else can I afford? Let's get a VZ58, I like those. No, so, on different maps, the zombies come from different directions. Yeah, again, everybody loves Poles in the sort of, you know, like Western countries. Again, they were a really good ally to us in World War II. And the, you know, the massive shame was that we couldn't help liberate them after the war, because you know, we weren't allowed to then attack the Soviets after World War II ended. But yeah, it was like I said, all this stuff is, I think it's a shame where people are destroying alliances between all our countries, because again, we are much stronger being friends of each other than, you know, being little insular dickhead nations that go, oh, I don't like everybody else.
Clock's about to hit 0. Time to make your choice, GI. Get those guns ready, soldiers.
And now at least the Poles are one of the strongest nations in all of Europe, because through enough of their history they've been occupied and, you know, horribly oppressed, so now they don't want to have it ever happen to them anymore. Alright, Kevin, so you enjoying your time in Texas? What's the temperature like at the moment over there? Yeah, I don't know at all how any of the ranks work Brown Streak, so I'm not going to even try and comment on that. Because they're different in different nations, and, you know, there's some of them have loads of tiers, some of them have less.
Reloading.
Yeah, see you, Jake. If it's still on sale, it's only about $5 or $6 this game, so I'd recommend it. It's quite good fun. Right, what's that in Celsius? Because I don't know your Fahrenheit freedom units. But I suppose you're only in May, aren't we, at the moment? So you're not like in June, July sort of time.
Cover me, I'm reloading. I'm reloading.
So at the moment, the day is the same temperature as the night used to be. So yeah, I guess it's a lot cooler, but yeah. Yeah, still Brown Streak. I don't know all the ranks. Like I said, my granddad was always a private during all of World War II. You know, even though he was slightly decorated, he was still a private. But again, oh, you're getting flashing, that's cool. Incendiary rocket launcher. I wonder how the flamethrower works on zombies. I've not tried those yet. Can you get the gas grenades in this to use on the zombies? Oh, can I afford the gyrojet? I should have bookmarked that, but gyrojet, yes, let's get a gyrojet. Yeah, again, like I said, Brown Streak, I really don't know much about it because of the fact that, like I said,
You're running out of time.
that's never really been much I've known about. Because again, most of my relatives that were in the army were very low rank, so because they were commoners. And again, I don't know how that works in America, but in Britain there's still a bit of a class stigma between ranks.
Get those good
You know, where like
studies.
rich people
Here
could
they
basically
come.
buy their way in at a higher rank.
Changing mag.
Or let me update the Kia Stalin thing while Crow's coming in. Has anybody else resigned or has he been fired yet?
Cover me, I'm reloading.
So I think it's still Jess Phillips resigning as one of his main MPs. It's the latest thing a couple of hours ago. I've got a gyro jet.
Reloading.
Better run.
Cover me, I'm reloading. Changing mag. Cover me, I'm reloading.
Alright, still only on wave 3 though, so I'm going to probably get wrecked before we get to a later wave.
Got something real special for you, GI. Hot and ready, just like me. You're joking. Good things come at a price, GI.
I don't think, unlike Killing Floor, there is a final boss in this. I think when we won a round last night with my mates, it was just loads and loads of regular zombies. So you don't get a Patriarch or Hans Volta in this. Ruger Blackhawk, that's pretty good. Let's get one of them then. Oh, I could do. Upgrade. Can you have 2 Ruger Blackhawks? Nice. So what cartridge is the Ruger Blackhawk in? Let me have a look. Because I actually genuinely don't know.
Clock's about to hit 0. Time to make your choice, GI.
Oh, they do it in different models. Great. So I'm assuming this is going to be the most powerful one in the game if it does full damage. That's annoying. Like I said, I'm enjoying Linux a lot, Brown Streak. Yeah, it's like Weapon Collector, who I like, and I've met in person, Kevin. He has a old version of an AK that's like weird Chinese AK bullpup.
Reloading.
That's very easy to get in Canada, but apparently is like stupid money in the US now because it's like an Arinco banned model in the US. It's not very good, but it's just one of those weird things that it costs loads of money in the US now because it's on some old, like, oh, you know, it was banned past a certain year, whatever. Is it a Type 86, I think? Kind of like the later Type 90, whatever it was, but the 7.62x39, but the later version.
I'm reloading.
Right,
Changing
Rajiv.
mag.
I haven't updated the thing in a minute, but is Kia still there? Because I want to be here for 10 years. I'm not leaving. Fuck you, I'm not leaving. But everybody has no confidence in me. But yeah, the ergonomics on it are fucking terrible. Like I said, I actually like things like the AUG, but the ergonomics on that thing, it's like, it's barely shorter than a normal AKM or whatever. But the mag controls and the fire selection and everything are just so squishy and awful. No, I've not bet anything on him because I can't afford to. I don't think he's going to quit. I think he's going to be ousted. Because, alright, brown streak, but yeah. Like, Queer Stalin is not going to quit over his own accord. You know, he, like I said, he's a turd that won't flush. He's literally like, oh, everybody likes me, I am not leaving, I am popular, you're not.
Cover me. I'm
But yeah,
reloading.
he's not going. Like, so if he goes, it's because his entire party fucking coos him. But he's not going, he's like a delusional retard.
Changing mag.
I did see banned a load of American citizens from coming to the UK yesterday from the US. Because, oh, they're very right-wing and we can't have them saying the wrong things in my country. Yeah, can you get airsoft guns in the US? Because again, like, we weren't allowed those until I was quite a bit older, but yeah. Like I said, Nerf guns, then go on to airsoft guns before proper BB air rifles.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
You basically don't want something where they can permanently damage themselves, but at least they can learn firearm safety and everything else. Oh, it depends on the state, yeah. You also get gel blasters, which are kind of cool. They're like kind of like paintball guns, but they don't really hurt. You're putting a shrimp on the barbie, are you, Reggie? Crikey.
You want it? I got it. Can't spend that money. Big boy.
Fuck it, let's get a rack, because I love the rack so much. Love me rack, simple as. They're basically the same if you mean the Hungarian one versus the Russian PMG. They're basically identical, just with a slightly different voice cover. I wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. I mean, that's kind of based. We don't get much like that over here anymore. But I imagine, like, that's very different state to state, is it, Kevin?
Quick, Please, if you can finish fast, you're gonna be left hanging. The dead are on their way, GI. Better have your gear ready.
Reloading.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but like I said, it's probably all state law stuff, isn't it?
This hurts. Cover me. I'm reloading.
You're running on Ross Petty.
Changing mag.
8 rounds left on the VZ, so that's nearly empty.
This hurts. Changing mag.
I don't even know if my local gun store still exists, saying that brown streak. I'm going to have to look this up in a minute. Yeah, the pollen levels are really awful today. Yeah. So what, is 22 LR a hunting caliber? Is 308 a hunting caliber? What makes it a hunting caliber, not a killing person caliber? Yeah, thank you, Rajiv. Yeah, I took some antihistamines this morning, but yeah. Although, when I was watching the news with, the reporting on Starmer, the person kept sneezing and blaming their, symptoms, so probably just depends where you are and where the air flow's going. I said, bless you, sir! Right, PM63 time. God damn it, I can't even look at the screen properly when I'm sneezing. As long as it isn't hantavirus. Yeah, so you can buy the caliber used by the US Army in World War II, but you can't get the caliber used in modern day.
This hurts.
Because I'm sure Germans weren't hunted with the M1 Garand. never happened.
Reloading.
I'll tell you what, I'll just do a quick game of the PvE sort of mode, but with the actual humans again. And then I'll go off, because like I said, my throat's getting pretty dry, my eyes are getting itchy. And it's, like, you can probably hear my voice is getting deeper as well, because... do I have any antihistamines on my desk? Again, I have taken some this morning, I shouldn't really take them more. There's some... Oh, there's still some Piriton left, which is drowsy ones, but let's knock that back. Right, see how that goes. Right, what maps haven't I done yet? I don't know if I've done USMC Camp, but like I said, a lot of these maps are rip-offs of ones from COD and other games. So we'll see if we recognise this map when we load it in. But yeah, Kevin, that reminds me of the thing where, like, oh, if it's wood furniture on a gun, it's okay. Like a Ruger M Mini 14, but not a, you know, AR, because it's plastic furniture, plastic scary. L2A1. I do find it weird Britain never used the L2A1. We used the Bren instead of it, but, you know, like the heavy foul kind of variant looks like the RPK. Wait, I probably have played this map. Is this a Nuketown map? Or is this a different one? Because there's one map in this that's basically a rip-off of Nuketown from... No, it's not this one. No, I've never used Pervitin. I have taken various meth analogues before. Didn't really do much for me. I'm more into I'm a downer person, not an upper person. But yeah, no. It's Piriton or whatever it's called. Piriton. Piriton. It's a drowsy hay fever medicine, genuine antihistamine. That's quite strong if you have bad hay fever. Better than the ones I get on prescription. I mostly use them on days where it's really, really bad.
Take cover!
We have intel on enemies in the area.
There's gooks all around me.
Target neutralized. My leg!
Oh, crikey, they're shooting me.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
I'm pinned down!
Let's roll.
So is this map a COD map or not, looking at it? So like I said, a load of these are Call of Duty maps reskinned almost.
Fire in the hole!
Have detected enemy movement.
Cover me, I'm reloading!
Enemy spotted. Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Fire in the hole!
Sector clear. I'm reloading.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
One. Changing mag.
Right, where are they? Oh look, it's that Autio, whatever it's called. Onto, the recordless rifle that 113 thing.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Right, one Kong left somewhere.
Show them what we got.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Sting gun.
Frag out. Changing mag.
Yeah, again, the Sterling looks way cooler than the Sten in my opinion, but I love the weird side-loading guns. The Sterling is in this, I'll equip it in a minute so you can see it, but... Oh, crikey, I'm dead. Let's choose class, let's change that to the Sterling. Right, let's go with the suppressed Sterling.
First aid here. I owe you. Let's roll.
Frag out.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Reloading.
Is that the Sterling with the really, really short grip and like the almost sawn-off looking Sterling? Because if so, I know exactly what you mean, but yeah, you don't even really see him on the DIAC market here unless you want to pay a couple of grand for him.
Let's roll.
Target neutralized. Grenade.
Scouts have detected
Cover me, I'm reloading.
M14E2 SOG, that's a weird looking thing. it's just me versus 3 bots.
Changing mag.
1. I can't go around that way.
We have intel on enemies in Changing
2. Right, 1 more. Where is he?
Move to this position or you will be shot. Move to this position or you will be shot. Target neutralized.
Right, I'm just going to pop to the toilet again and take some blow my nose, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Hopefully I won't die while I'm AFK.
We have intel on enemies in the area. Our scouts have detected enemy movement. We have intel on enemies in the area.
Enemy fire!
Move to this position or you will be shot.
Alright, that's typical. I just got shot in the face the moment I got back.
Move to this position or you
Yeah,
will
let's
be shot.
take over this bot.
I'm pinned down!
Oh, so I won. Okay. Right, 1 round to go, and then we win.
Enemy fire!
Standing back.
Enemy
I want to be on semi.
Reloading.
Grenade!
Heal yourself.
I owe you one. Cover me, I'm reloading.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
I'm hit!
Hostiles ahead.
Okay.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
You have to look it up, but I know it's in Marauders as well, and I think, thankfully, Marauders might be getting an update finally, after years of not having any updates done to it, so it might not be completely dead. Oh. Right, let's try another round of this on a different map. Don't know if I've done that one, Lombi Post or whatever. Assuming that wasn't the map I was just on. I think I was on the something base, wasn't I, last time? So like I said, a lot of these... This kind of looks like a rip-off of that training ground map from Black Ops, so we'll see if it's the same map. Let's just use the bitch. Oh wait, this is a Nuketown rip-off map, isn't it? Yeah, this is a Nuketown map. Yeah, definitely not Nuketown.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Yeah, is it not spawned in the AI? That's weird, hang on. Exit. Fight. Create game. Let's try that port map, I've not tried that one. Show 17 bots. Well, also a bit like a Stormtrooper rifle as well. Right. Is this going to be a rip-off map or something else as well? Where are all the bots gone? Why aren't the bots spawning in?
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Let's have a look. So, create game. Last team standing. Bot 17. Advanced settings. Nothing there that should be fucking that up. Don't know if I've done the depot map yet. Let's try that one. See if it works properly this time. Yeah, why aren't the bots spawning in? That's weird. This looks kind of like a COD map. Oh, yeah, this is a rip-off of one of the Russia maps, isn't it? Where you have the big base there and you've got little hangars there. Yeah, this is a COD map as well.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
I can't remember what the map's called, but yeah, this is another Black Ops map. Oh, the bots are spawned in now, good.
Frag out. Changing mag.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Bitch, and Huey calls everywhere. Can't shoot straight. Oh, crikey. Oh, fuck. So this is the reason I like the M2 carbine as this class, because it's so low recoil.
I'm reloading.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Line them up. I'm pinned down.
Taking fire.
Fire in the hole.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Releasing gas grenade. Taking fire.
Crikey.
We have intel on enemies.
I don't know if that actually hurts you in this back blast, because my friend was saying if you used a Soviet anti-tank rifle and you don't deploy it properly, it hurts you. Like the recoil hurts you, which is kind of cool. Well, I haven't tested back blast yet in this.
Target neutralized.
Well, he's got the PM63. Very good choice.
I'm reloading. Target neutralized. Hostiles ahead. Target neutralized. Changing mag. Let's roll.
Grenade.
Take cover. Hold your fire.
Medic.
Again, I love the US carbines so much. They're great. Very low recoil, you know, full auto. Assault rifles of their day. Is it just me versus 5 AI? That's not bad. Oh, hello. Right, there's another one. Oh, never mind. They got me too quick.
Go, go, go. Reloading. Enemy down.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
I'm reloading.
Enemy contact.
Target neutralized. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Enemy down.
Target neutralized.
Scouts have detected enemy movement.
Where are I?
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Had ammo.
Thank you.
Vehicle.
Move to these corners, or you will be shot.
Fire!
Yeah, love me 30 carbine, simple as. Love me M1. Love whatever that bloke was who said he needed an N-word rifle, simple as. You can't get the M3 in this with a massive thermal scope. Not thermal, old Gen 0 infrared.
Deploying gas grenade.
Our scouts have detected.
I'm reloading.
Great, good round that.
Let's roll.
Right, let's look what's going on with Sequoia. Our latest thing is still Jess Phillips resigning.
My foot!
Affirmative.
Frag out. Gas. Cover me, I'm reloading. Enemy down.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Enemy contact.
Let's roll.
Grenade!
Okay.
Throwing gas grenade!
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Yeah, that was fast. No, we're still a 6 or 7. I thought we were 7-7. Never mind.
Take cover!
Yes.
I'm reloading.
We have intel on enemies in the area.
Right, there we go. 7-7. Right, is there any maps that look similar to the ones... Right, I'm going to try Z1 Factory, because I'm interested in if that's the chemical weapons map from Black Ops. Because it looks very similar from the little picture. But again, it's just a weird thing that so many of the maps in this game are Black Ops copy-pastes. Oh, what you're taking to the range sounds good. Yeah, have a good one. See you, Kevin. Have a good day in Texas. I won't be on much longer. Right, let's play PM63 to end this stream then. Yeah, this is that fucking map from Black Ops as well. Yeah, this is the chemical weapons map or whatever it's called. What rifle is he shooting left-handed? AR? Oh yeah, I believe it's cold. Because nice, nice. Okay, what I'm going to do just before I go off, I'm going to have a look, see if every map's a COD World at War ripoff. So we don't need Linux there. Go away, Linux. Is it in the game? No, I don't want the start menu. There we go. Alright, so... Don't know if I've done that one, Port of Queenon. Don't know if I've done that one either. That one's a rip-off of a Battlefield map. Haven't done Unlock before, so let's try that one. Right, let's get an AR then. If you're on about ARs, let's get an Armalite. M16A1, the classic.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Let's roll.
Is this a rip-off of the like the Cuban mansion map in Black Ops?
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Just trying to work out if there's like a main mansion building. Let's see if that thing to the north's the mansion building. Yeah, I reckon it's not quite identical, but I reckon this is a rip-off of the
I need a hand over.
mansion map, like the like Fidel sort of thing in Black Ops.
Target neutralized.
Our scouts have detected enemy movement.
Oh, my legs!
Give him hell. Stop shooting. Throwing gas grenade. Changing mag.
Help me. Changing mag.
Changing mag.
Right, so I'll probably go off now. So we've established that this map is a rip-off of the one from World at War. Not sorry, World at War, Black Ops. Like nearly all the maps in this game. Right, so let's just have a quick look before I go off at what's going on with Starmer. Has he quit yet? Oh, so he's not quit yet, but he's still hanging on like a turd. Right, yeah, have a good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, and I'll see you all tomorrow.